Hey, Tim Sykes here, another video lesson. Just want to go over some basics of what I think is going to be really good for you to do in 2017. So please watch this whole video all the way through because I'm going to give you specific instructions. But first, I want to share with you this photo of my soon-to-be completed school that my charity is building in Cambodia. It is called the Timothy Sykes Learning Center. It's been like nearly a year since my charity donated the money. It takes a little while to build these things. But this school is going to teach thousands upon thousands of kids, and education truly is the key. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably already saw it. You should follow me on Instagram. My username is Timothy Sykes. And I'm trying to post this stuff to inspire you because I'm not like, oh, this is my school, nobody else's school. Like, you should have your own school, okay? Every single thing that I do and that I've done, you can do too. I'm not special. I'm not that smart. I'm not great at math. I need to remind you this. I'm not like some stock whiz. I just work hard and I adapt to the stock market. And, frankly, it's my work ethic that's made me successful, just like my millionaire students. So don't look at this like me bragging. Look at like this as inspiration for what you can do. You should have your own learning center. You should be able to give back and help kids and help countries that are in need. And it feels freaking amazing. And so I'm going to have a plan for you in this video, specifically of what to do in 2017. More and more of my students are becoming successful. Stephen Ducks is my latest $600,000 profit student. He just passed 600,000 the other day. And, on Friday, I think he made $5,000. Now today he's making like $4,000. So pretty much every day lately, there's money to be made, and he did better than me. We traded the same stock today. He was right, I was wrong. So it's okay to, short sell when I buy, and it's okay to buy when I short sell. We don't always do things perfectly. And I was wrong on MACK. I tried to dip buy this today. I basically got out unchanged, but he nailed the morning panic shorting that. So props to Stephen Ducks. And it's not just random, okay? A lot of people think, oh, penny stocks is random stuff. No, it's studying, and it's about learning the patterns. And I really want more of you guys studying and preparing ahead of time. If you haven't watched my How to Make Millions DVD, please, please, please watch it. So many of you are asking me like one question at a time as if like, my one answer is going to change your life. One question at a time is not going to make you rich, okay? I know you want to learn. I know you want personal attention, but please watch this 35-hour DVD. It's not just me. It's several millionaire traders and our rules, and it's all for charity. This is actually what helps build schools in Southeast Asia. I donate my own money, but also this is my best-selling DVD, and it's raised now roughly $2 million for charity. And the reviews are just ridiculous. And if you've seen it, go leave a review on Investimonials. I haven't even asked for reviews, but people have already, posted it and they love it. 36 5-stars, 1 4-star rating. Best place to start. Excellent. Learned a ton of new strategies. Amazing. We'll be rewatching. Everyone loves it. So please, think of this as your foundation. Think of this like if you're building a house, you need a foundation. If you're building your trading account, if you're building your knowledge account, this is the foundation. And it's all for my charity foundation too, ironically. But please, please, please dig into it and don't just like skim through it. Some of you are like, oh, I got the DVD. I watched it, all at once. Like, don't be afraid to rewatch it. Don't be afraid to take notes. It's not enough just to watch a guide. You actually need to get the knowledge from it, okay? And it's okay if you don't get it all at first. Stock trading, penny stocks, they're very strange little niches that I teach. So it's not like this is all so easy. So don't feel bad if it takes a little while. Don't be so hard on yourself. I get some messages from people where they're like, I've watched it, but I still don't get it. It takes time. Even my top student, Tim Grattani, who's now taken 1,500 into now 3.6 million in 5 years, he was not consistently profitable for 9 months. And he's arguably the best trader in the world. So if the best trader in the world is not even really profitable, forget about making $1 million, but not even really profitable for the first 9 months, you gotta give yourselves more time. Some of you feel like quitting after month 2 or 3 or 6. You want instant gratification. The way that I've made millions has never been making, millions of dollars per year in trading. Okay. It adds up to millions over time. And that's pretty much the whole thesis of this DVD. If you want me to boil down the thesis of this DVD, how to make millions is achieved by making $1,000 roughly or $2,000 on a trade and doing it again and again and again. It is not going for home runs and trying to make $1 million on any one stock. It's not believing in these companies and thinking of them as like the next Microsoft, because they never are. You need to just take the volatility up and down and profit as much as you can. And, that's what Stephen Ducks understands. So I'm very thankful for him. I have more students. Here's Mark Crook. He actually just passed 630,000 in profits a few weeks before Stephen Ducks. But Stephen is on the fast track. Stephen's studying. Marcus watched all my video lessons too, but it doesn't matter if you pass some other trader or not. I'm not trying to turn this into a competition. I bring this up because, frankly, I have the most successful students out of anybody, and you guys have to be reminded of that. Sure, I show off, stacks of cash and my cars and my trips and my life and my charity, but that's all just inspiration to get you to study. I have the most successful students because I have the most educational guides. I'm just a glorified history teacher. Okay, if you want me to boil down what, how to make millions is even more, this is your history class. All I'm doing is sharing lessons and lessons and lessons of, supernovas of the past. And right now we have ETRM, which is a supernova. I mean, it's gone from the twos when I was trying to buy it and I alerted the chat room, and I actually missed personally on ETRM, and now it's at 18. Hold on, let me pull up a chart. Wait till you see this. So this is ETRM in just a few days. I mean, this is a 5-day chart, and it's gone from the twos up to the 17s now. And I was alerting it in my chat room here in the twos, and I missed it. Okay, I'm not saying that I held or that I bought it or that I profited even, but I was there and I recognized the potential, and it's because I have a good understanding of historical supernovas. That's why you have to study. So here is your plan for 2017. Oh, this was Jap11, by the way. He was in the chat room the other day, and he made 19,200. And he said, thanks, Tim, it was your alert. Sending you a nice bottle for that. And I don't need a nice bottle. You guys just need to study. That's what I want. I already have a few nice bottles. I barely even drink these days. I'm too busy. If you want to thank me for alerts or education, first, get the charity DVD, please, because it'll build your foundation for knowledge. And secondly, just keep studying and become my next millionaire student. That's all I really want in life. If you ask Santa or if you ask Hanukkah, Harry, what do you want for the holidays? I want more millionaire students. And it's not just me giving you $1 million. It's you getting enough knowledge to make the $1 million on your own, and then multiple $1 million over time. So please watch my How to Make Millions DVD. You go to howtomakemillions.com. It's 70% off for a limited time. It is 35 hours long, and it is comprehensive on these supernovas and patterns and plays and rules and lessons. I guess I should update the brokers, because that's the one thing that's changed. In 2017, I'm using Interactive Brokers and E-Trade. I think actually by the end of the DVD, the DVD took nearly a year for me to make. So at the beginning, I'm like, I hate E-Trade. And by the end, I think I say I love E-Trade. E-Trade has gotten better for borrows if you want to short. So E-Trade and Interactive Brokers are my main two brokers. And then since that DVD, also one little footnote, please use Stocks to Trade software. Okay, you go to stockstotrade.com, or if you want a deal, you go to orders.stockstotrade.com. This is the only software that I'll be using in 2017. This is it. It's got charting, it's got level 2, it's got scans, it's got everything. Soon it's going to actually have broker integration. So no matter what your broker is, you can trade, from multiple brokers all on this. That's in development. It's a few months away. But I want you using this software. I want you getting used to it and understanding it, because frankly, no one else cares about these small stocks. So no other platform is made for stocks under $20 a share, under $10 a share. These ugly, hated upon penny stocks. So it hurts if you don't use this, and I don't want you to hurt. I want to help your education. So it's the best platform. It's only getting better. I will be using this exclusively. In the past, I've used E-Trade Pro because Stocks to Trade had some slow Wi-Fi issues. We've fixed that now, and this is all I'm using. So long story short, please get on the path for 2017. I want you messaging me, sold whatever stock for a $19,000 profit. And by the way, he sold this in the fives. Um, it's now at 17 plus. So you left some money on the table, but when you make $19,000 overnight, you take it. So these are the two key tools I think that will change your 2017. They're both at a huge discount. Stocks to trade on February 1st, actually, the prices are rising because we have all these new features and we're paying a lot in data. I don't make any money on either of these two, FYI. Okay, stocks to trade. I've personally lost a few $100,000 building this thing, and that's okay because it's a useful tool. And How to Make Millions took me nearly a year, and it all goes to charity. And I love that, building my charity. So some of you are like, oh, Tim, you just do all this stuff just to make money from teaching. I do make money from teaching. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm proud of it. You know where my interests are, where my priorities are. You know, I want to help you. I want to make more successful students. I want more testimonials. I'm not ashamed of it. You know, I have an upcoming book, and actually two upcoming books, and an upcoming TV show. So the more millionaire students, the more successful students I have, the better I look. And so my priorities are specifically aligned with you, as opposed to some other people where, you know, they're teaching, or they're quote teaching, but really they don't make that much money from teaching. They're trying to use their subscribers to make big trading profits. I actually trade with a small account. My trading profits are pathetic, and I'm actually donating all my trading profits to charity, in case you wondered. But a lot of these quote teachers make money because they're just, you know, they own like hedge funds and prop firms, and they just want you to trade, so they're making commissions. They don't care if you're actually successful. I do. I don't own a brokerage firm. I don't work with brokers. Brokers actually hate me. I don't get paid a dime from E-Trade or Interactive Brokers. You know, in the past, I've used other brokers. I always try to find the best brokers, and they change every year. But E-Trade and Interactive Brokers are my main two brokers for 2017 again. Both are multi-billion-dollar companies. Both are insured. I don't trust these offshore brokers. If they blow up, you're not insured. You could be the best trader in the world, but if your broker blows up, you lose everything. Or I don't trust, you know, some of these small brokers and these startup brokers that claim all sorts of stuff. It's a very sketchy world, and right now we're in a bull market, so everyone's just having fun and it doesn't matter. But trust me, the bull market will not always last, and I am a safety first kind of guy. Even though I trade these stocks, even though I'm like this penny stock trader and I day trade and I short sell and I partake in all this strategy stuff that's very risky, I'm a safety first kind of guy. I take my profits actually usually too quickly. If you've been a student of me for quite a while, you know that sometimes I make 10, 20, 30%, but I don't make 50, 100, 200% of my money because I take my profits too quickly. And yet it's still added up to millions of dollars. So I have to explain all of this because I know a lot of people make a lot of assumptions. There's a lot of lies out there floating around about me because frankly, some people just can't believe this. But everything I do is real. I show my income tax returns. The charity is real. We're a 501c3 charity. It's an official charity. It took us like 6 months to get it. I don't take any money out of the charity. It all goes to different other charities that are doing good. And I'm actually on the verge of announcing my first 7-figure donation. In the past, I've announced a few 5- and 6-figure donations, but you have to research charities just like stocks. So in the next few days, get excited. I'll be announcing a 7-figure donation. And it's going to help so many, not just hundreds or thousands of people, but think tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people. And, you know, whether that inspires you or it's my Lamborghini or my Ferrari or my millionaire students or my trips or, you know, whatever it is that inspires you to study, just use it and keep taking notes, keep getting better. These are the two tools. I know I'm repeating myself, but it doesn't hurt. You know, sometimes you do have to repeat yourself because I know this is confusing. But go to howtomakemillions.com for this charity DVD. It is 70% off. It will not last. We have no coupons, and it is all for charity. And then stocks to trade, go to orders.stockstotrade.com for the best pricing right now. And we have so many more features coming. Trust me, you want to get on it now and get used to it. And it's going to change your life in 2017, both of these. And if you already use them, then good, you're on the right track. But I know too many of you are not, and you're trying to build this account and you don't have a solid foundation. So get your foundation. Thank you.